Good morning, friends. Oh my god. Sorry. Bum 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 bum. Just clean off one of my tools, and I'm gonna get started. Ignore the dog barking in the background. That is Hope. She feels it is her sacred duty to let us know every time a car or squirrel or person walks down the street. Love her to bits. Great guard dog. Except she doesn't have, like, importance settings, like, hey, breaking into the house, or hey, squirrel running across the road. Playing, for vehicle chicken. He's all equally important to her. Gotta let us know. Nice and you are not my. So what I love about having, these are bamboo knitting needles. This one has been sharpened, this one has been rounded. But I use them for my sculpting tools, and this one's got, them have epoxied bits on the end for soft sculpting. This one is a silicone putty that I shaped into a tool. What I love about them is if I use them to sculpt epoxy, is 2-part sculpting medium, dries like rock hard, water proof, essentially. But it gets onto my tools and it's yuck, and hard to clean off. Doesn't matter. Bamboo. Just sand it off. Sometimes you kinda gotta get. This one is not a, it's a bamboo. This is an African epoxy ball tool from our willow tree. Ooh, I got rough spots. I need to fix this again. But that's got epoxy. I think it's a sewing awl, actually, technically, but I use it as my big needle tool. Marvelous. Pack. So useful for that side's all grown. Alright, I have my clay. I thank goodness have my cane. Pardon me, take a little sippy of my matcha. I have not got my little water container. Here. Got these beautiful, like, golden eyes. Weirdest color on a dog. Or like cat's eyes, but they're damn near look at you. So like, but mother, I want to snuggle and take what's up on your teeth. You feel so bad because it's just like, oh baby, I'm so sorry, but no. I'm working, so to speak. Morning's gonna be a fun, silly, and have fun. We shall see if I can accomplish that. Because everything's a trash fire now, and the brain just needs some, like, downtime, so. That, friends, is what we are endeavoring to do this morning. Ooh, heck no. Oh, let me hand. Wait, no. We have tools. We have a dirty tool. That sounds so bad out of context. have a dirty pasta mix. Game on. Now you click when you're done with them. So they're ready for it next time. Next. Ta-da! All right. Dark little. We're gonna do. Actually, hoping we're gonna do a bunch of little friends, but we will. A thing go. Yard work and a vet visit is another wilder decided he was gonna tear tiny yard all with brick rough spots, and got one of those rough spots with his paw pad. Little, what do they call it? The carpal pad, little wrist bean. And so he has been hobbling around, wrapped up leggy for the past few days. Utterly pathetic. And very grumpy because he's supposed to be kept quiet, not allowed to run around like a crazy man. Doesn't re-tear the paw pad. And, y'all, I don't know if any of you experience with high energy herding breed. But he's definitely some husky in there. He's got a lot of high energy breeds in his genetic soup. Functionally, that means is he has two modes. He has rest, where he is for couch potato, up with daddy and just being a cuddle bug and snoring and what, pets and tummy rubs. And he has go, 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 go. There is no in between with that little man. So, for him to only be able to be in couch potato mode is a personal affront to him. I was gonna mix this play, but I am of a mind. We have air bubble, but that's easy. Or whatever. That air bubble. Okay. Off my space. Ta-da. That would be my luck, to avoid pet hair in the sculpt, but then end up with sawdust. Maybe. Not nearly as much fun. Still very pretty. Not only glow in the dark clay, but we got lesson clay. But, well, probably not. It's got a neat little shimmer to it. filling up little balls of clay in the middle of these monsters because that means I use clay are a little bit lighter. Will hopefully bake a little bit easier and more complete. We'll do more. I don't know if I'm gonna get that many done this morning, but let's be filled with optimism. I have no specific design, no particular expectations. I just want to make money and live. Pressure. Side. Exacto. Okay, well, we're gonna get and you. Lexi. I have to say, I used to love buying this 4-pack or 6-pack Sculpey tools, and my favorite tool had a narrow ball tip, and then this little triangular bit at the end, rubber or silicone, I'm not sure. And over time they get kind of destroyed, and it was my favorite sculpting tool. And I did find this one at I think Click, which is great. It has the silicone tip, except it's stuck in metal, so it pops out really easy, which is frustrating when you're in the middle of sculpting. So in an attempt to kind of troubleshoot, I said, all right, well, what have I got? I have bamboo, right? I have epoxy, which that's really on there. I love epoxy sculpting. The fact that it can stick and hold on to freaking silicone, just A+, chef's kiss. But I have my bamboo pieces, my bamboo needles, and then either a little bit of polymer clay or epoxy sculpt, and a little bit of totally not shilling for the company, not sponsored, not advertising, but just as a sculptor, when I want silicone tools that are shaped a certain way to help me smooth polymer clay, love this stuff. What is the name of it? Amazing Mold Putty. And it's food safe, which is cool, but I don't use it for that. I use it because art mix either the white and purple or the yellow and white, depending on which one you get, which box you get, and you end up with this silicone putty that you can shape. What I do is I roll it into the shape that I want for my sculpting tool. I then smoosh it onto a knitting needle, which is usually cut in half, and then I'll either polymer clay or epoxy sculpt around it once it's done. And my dudes, it is freaking phenomenal stuff. Like, legitimately great. I'm gonna use this later, but I'm just gonna quit right now. It's so useful, and I want to say it's like 20 bucks. So the amount that you use for any silicone tool is fairly small. You end up with a lot of uses for a reasonable amount of money. Silicone tool in whatever shapes you need for sculpting and smoothing, blending and patching pieces. I've used these for ceramic clay too, and it's great. Silicone's easy to clean. And it's super. And it's so much easier than buying a 4-pack of something to get one tool. So, I guess the moral of the story is totally don't have to spend a lot of money on fancy tools. Make your own. Make your own. This was like a $1 sewing awl or $1.99 sewing awl that I literally dremeled out a piece of willow branch, put super glue, stuck it in, and then did epoxy around the tip and blended it really nice. So I've got this super ergonomic, comfy needle tool that's pretty heckin' durable. And probably my favorite and most frequently used sculpting tool, or a needle tool. And every single one of them is just cobbled together by me of stuff. I'm looking at my sculpting tools and coming to the realization that after 20+ years sculpting, I don't really vibe with the fancy tool anymore. It's like, no, this is close, but it doesn't quite do what I want it to. Well, wait, here we go. Doesn't quite do what I want it to, then I shall make blah blah. Hello, friend. Oh, I love your little rainbow icon. They're very cool. Hello and welcome. Hey, Ziggy the Bear, how are you doing? What have you been up to, sir? I'm just kind of chilling this morning, having a mental health sculpting session. I've got yard work to do later and commission stuff, and like, you know, everything's on fire. I'm feeling just kind of a chill. Hang out and sculpt random things. Yes, absolutely mental health time. Like, you got your to-do list and you gotta be responsible, but every once in a while, you kinda just gotta take time to, like, listen to what your brain is telling you when your brain's like, we need a break. We need something dumb and chill and fun and silly. Say, alright. I hear. Taking a break from renovations, my gosh, yeah, that is definitely a job and a half. How's it going? I saw your post about, like, spending the first night there, and that had to be pretty heckin' awesome, honestly. Smaller ball of foil. And also, hello, dudes! Roblox is fun. That's where spends most of their gaming time these days. Now, Forsaken, I think, favorite, which is interesting. It's basically like it's Tag with little murder Roblox dudes. I give credit. There are so many Roblox games out there, like the designers and developers of all these different games. Yeah. And I feel that on a cellular level. You don't realize how much stuff you have. Yes, I know you! Kidding me? My favorite little supernatural dudes. Absolutely. Are rock stars. You don't realize how much stuff you have until you've got to like pack it and unpack it, and then it just kind of is, ugh, no, it's a lot. Dude, we're still going through stuff, because, I mean, we had my grandpa's stuff at the house, we had my mom and dad's, and all of our junk when we moved from the house to here to help them out. So there's 3 generations of stuff that we are just still going through, and it just... When we eventually bounce and move someplace else, I told the hubby, I was like, we gotta downsize so much, because otherwise it's just gonna be absolutely donkulous and absurd trying to get through everything. Pack everything? Like, no. Yo. Like, moving has its ups and downs. It's fun and kind of exciting for the new place, you know, new possibilities. Art, that's very cool. Living out of boxes and bins while you remember where you put all your crap, and where you have to kind of like go through everything and go, okay, where's this gonna go? Where's that gonna go? Lumberjack Tycoon 2. I don't think I know. The core detail. Why not? Alright, I gotta grab mine. I like the idea of going with a bigger one. Like, that. Trouble than out. Yeah, maybe. We're being adventurous this morning. Why the heck? So shoot, we're getting into warmer weather. We gotta be getting into, kind of gearing up for fair prep, no? Next months or so? keep seeing people posting stuff about Ren fairs in more southern, warmer states. May 10th, holy crow. It is galloping on up. I will keep those crossed for you and pray for nice weather and crowds. Big appetite. Because I know for a fact that my, oh, cool. Is this the first time you've done this one? I know my regular is gonna ask me if you're going to Delaware again this year, so I will ask ahead of time so that I can tell them grilled cheese and gourmet soup. Ooh, you had me at soup. Also gourmet grilled. Okay, I will let. Yeah, man, I remember when there was Cassius in Haven and they did the gourmet grilled cheese. Holy crow, so freaking good, satisfying. So there is something primal about grilled cheese. It's like, oh, I loved this as a kid. Now I'm having grown-up grilled cheese. Still counts as grown-up food. I mean, honestly, it's been cool seeing you branch out into other stuff, like the breads. Absolutely banging. I imagine it's got to keep you interested too, because like, as someone who did the worms for 13 years, it gets to be a bit much when you're really just repeating the exact same stuff over and over again ad nauseum. Nice to have that little creativity, flexibility, kind of experiment with. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. I mean, it's not terribly surprising, man. Your booth always seems to sell out every time I see Corwinton, so like good stuff. It's tasty. I think too, there's just something inherently, I don't know, wired in us for eating, especially certain foods. Comfort. Like everyone can. Makes sense. I 100% believe it. 100%. First started doing the worms, it was just me, and I just like pretty work batch it, sculpting, all the painting, all the sewing, photography, and as it got bigger and bigger and scaled up, it was great. 'Cause it's like, oh man, this is popular, this is good. But it gets to the point where genuinely can't be one-man army. there's just not enough hours in the day to do all of that, plus be a parent, plus, you know, sleep and eat and take care of the basic necessities. Yeah. Hardest thing I ever did was hire on a sculptor, seamstress, and scribe, and friends to help spread out the workload. It's like, hey, now everyone gets paid, and also not grinding myself into the ground. It's hard though. It's hard to take those first steps because you're like, no, I got it. And delegating, at least for me, was tough because it's like, oh, you know, it's going to take me more time to sit there and explain to someone how to do it. Because yay, OCD. But it does. It's just more healthy kind of balance. And then you go out and Roblox with oh, 100%. 100%. But that was honestly my biggest issue, was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna have other people sculpting, I need to teach them how I make this particular thing, because I want the quality to be consistent throughout. You've got customers, you know, that you've built up that trust, and you want them to be sure they know they're still getting that same quality. Yeah, totally understand. Getting a little bit more breathing space. That's the way. I want to say Zia was the first person that got kind of unofficially fired because she saw that I was just swamped and drowning and was like, hey, things that I've been collecting are cool and I love work. I'm kind of overwhelmed. And I feel like for some of us crafty, artsy, creative types, it's hard to know necessarily when you're over your head and should be tapping and reaching out for help. So yeah, sometimes that logical friend or partner or person in your life who's like, hey, you seem like you're kind of too much. You maybe need to do a little less. Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely 100%. Yep. Dude, that's why I ultimately passed the worm game on to Shadra, because it got to the point where I had orders that were sitting in front of me, and it was, you know, in tears, just, I don't want to do this. I don't want to sit up all night sculpting and assembling and putting together. You know, the kids got a holiday. I want to be able to play video games with them and go to the park and spend time watching them grow up. Because you kind of, like, when you're in that grind, you get tunnel vision, right? Oh, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, and then suddenly you are, and you don't know how to offload some of that work and some of that responsibility. Absolutely. Burnout starts to come up. Good. It's good that you were able to recognize it and kind of cut it off before it got worse. And like, I still sculpt work. I'll still there, but it's a breath of fresh air, and it's healthier to have someone else do bulk of the business. And just like, oh, hey, you know, I kind of have an idea for something I want to sculpt, you know, doing a batch for this convention. I'm going to send it to you. Make something and add it to the batch. It becomes fun again. You know what I mean? If it's not just this endless assembly line where you're grinding to make quotas. And like honestly, food's soul, it's healing. So the love of what you do. Yeah, absolutely. You can socialize, you can see the sights, you can chat with people, be social. Still have that. I tell you though, I give you credit for being able to do summer fairs and not melt. Whew. Lawrence is, that's good. I keep wanting to try and do the the fall session of fair, like just trying to do a day, because I don't necessarily know that I'd be able to make enough merch to do an entire fair season. Plus then it kind of collides with other conventions that I'm going to. Oh really? Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense logically though, because people are it's hot in the summer, so if people have a choice of going to like an outdoor fair or festival where it's, you know, freaking 90, or go to like the town pool or whatever. Yeah, well, I would assume that. My biggest thing though, because I've been talking to the hubby, that hey, you know, I'd love to try and kind of dip my toe into the fair circuit. Never have, and I feel like weird little fantasy critters would help. But it would have to be fall, and it would have to be there. July is the hottest. Ooh, yeah, I'd be a puddle. My biggest kind of issue is I've got the tent. It's easy enough to use fabric and make it look period, and I've got the garb, but they obviously and understandably want to see your tent and all your merch set up, and it's like, oh man, I don't keep a ton of merch off season, you know what I mean? Like, I'm building up my stock, but I don't necessarily have a full tent worth of stuff to display right this very minute. As we get closer to fair and festival season, I will. And so what I'm going to try and do, get pictures this year of my Pride Festival setup. Because at least then it shows like, oh hey, this is kind of the stuff I do. And we'll see what happens. Ironically, it would probably be just me and the kid too, because it's the whole weekend. It's, you know, Saturday, Sunday, right? Like, it doesn't run Fridays. But we've got Ope now. They want to see you make an effort. Okay, so it's not necessarily like, oh, this is exactly how it's going to look. This is exactly the specific merch that I'm going to bring. It's enough to show, hey, here's the here's what the tent looks like. Here's some photos of like the merch that I will be selling. Here's a photo of me in garb. That kind of thing would be sufficient. Like, honestly, that's been my biggest dragging of feet. Oh, I don't know if I have the spoon to like set up the tent period and get in garb and take all of the merch out of storage between shows. Try and make some additional stuff to fill it up and make it look what you're selling on the app. Period. Okay. That would probably. Oh, shoot. Do they... We've got just the, like, one of the Amazon jobbies, and it's got the green top, and I hang my, my banner. Are they super strict period-wise for unique canvas tent? Because I know it varies from fair to fair. Really want canvas. Good. Let's see. Yeah, that was the thought. Okay. I just feel like it would be fun. It'd probably be me and the kid, because I have to stay home and watch Hope. Plus, unfortunately, Old Man Cat has hit the stage where he is wearing diapers now, so... Sorta can't leave. It seems fun. Plus, honestly, it couldn't hurt to add, like, even a single weekend show in the schedule, because the Connecticut convention I used to go to in October, I don't do anymore. The hotel they were at got condemned. Literally. Management didn't fix or upkeep the hotel, so that one's off the docket. The one that I usually do in December, I love. It's expensive to get to. I take a train and pack as much stuff in my bags as I can. Mail some stuff ahead to my friend in Chicago. In the hotel and everything else, it's a good paying con because it's right before Christmas, and everyone's doing gift shopping, but it's also a high expense con, so I can not necessarily replace, but add something that's closer. and a little less of a haul to get to. That would be nice. Plus fairs, Rennies are another group that, like, fantasy vibe, they're generally speaking, it seems like I have more respect for stuff. Used to do more anime cons, but got to the point where it's like, you know. Didn't keep up and could competitive prices for a crowd that is more used to sports from overseas where everything's cheap. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels. I mean, you're always, if you're doing retail of any kind, you're always going to end up with some people just like, oh, wreck my day, dude. Just, you know, shoo, go away. Don't be here. But, Ren fairs, fantasy, very common. It's the nerds. Peeps. This July is going to be interesting. It's going to be Blood's first time going to an event with me without Dad. Staying home and watching Old Man Cat and the Puppies. And they are my official dealer assistant convention. I'm like, dude, you get your dealer badge, come in early, set up and everything. Right? Well, they're 13 this year, so the convention officially considers them, you know, a whole-ass person instead of just a small. And, exciting. Oh, that'll be awesome. It's crazy, isn't it? Like how quick it goes. I have my phone pop up, you know, oh, you know, this time 5 years ago or this time 8 years ago every now and again. And you look at pictures of them or video of them when they were itty bitty, and you just kind of sit there going, where did time go? Holy shit, you were like a fetus yesterday. Oh, it's trippy. I was talking to them about this summer and their birthday and what they wanted, and, well, you know, hey. Years to drive, and they just kind of like went white face, and I'm like, you don't have to, but you can. About how fast. I always knew it was the kind of stereotypical, like, oh, they grow up so fast. But legit, they, holy crap, they do. When you totally complete have to chew the inside of your clay balls. Shh, don't tell, it's a secret. Honestly, this was my technique for scrap clay. It's great because it's got like all the just little leftover bits and pieces. Just roll it up, skin it in whatever color clay you want to use. I still can't quite wrap my head around the fact that they're starting high school. Well, or this, well, I guess. That's nuts. Oh man. Nails. I've got like no fingernails. Still stuck in half moons in the clay. funny. I see some polymer sculptors on, but not wearing gloves when they sculpt. Sitting here. Sorcery. Gloves. I stick to the. Corgis. Oh my gosh, squirrel on the street. Mother, mother, there was a squirrel and it just crossed the road. Do, yes, awesome. Just hoping I had some left. Right, side. Like corgi goat unicorn thing. rapidly. This has left a hole below. Ah. Play and ceramics. Like, oh, there's pet hair. Who cares? It's gonna be fired at over 2,000 degrees. That pet hair is gonna be atomized. Funny, me when I'm around the animal sculpting polymer clay, and when I'm around the animal ceramic clay is so complete. Polymer clay, the cats come walking over near the table, and I'm like, "Ack, no, get away!" Ceramic clay, I'm like, "Oh, Cassie, here, come climb my lap, rub your like fur in my face." It's totally cool. Like, I love our pets. Couldn't imagine life without them. But oh my god, cats get everywhere. Consequently, fluff gets everywhere. Always amused. Like, oh, just don't let him up on the counter, or don't let him up on your sculpting. Like, ha ha ha! Have you ever owned a cat? Or correction, have you ever been owned by a cat? Because, tell you something. Here as well as... yeah, do instruct the cat. See how that goes. Never been owned by a cat, have you? It shows. Tell a cat what to do. Line over. Not hawk up a hairball in the middle. Slippers at 2 a.m. or on your way. I was coming down here to pick simple not a blob shape. That was the intent. In my own way. And instead of knocking out like 3 or 4 of these, that is just not happening. Ah! Sliding. Alright, so Oh, thank you. So much when it's baked. The nice part about the polymer clay is once it's baked, you can take a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol and like wipe it over the surface, and like any little buzzums or whatnot that are on the surface level, you can pull them out. So, both my favorite stage of things is you run out of places to hold them, where you're not going to smush something that you actively did and you one. But you're starting to see the personality more, so. I say awesome. Okay. I was gonna use purple, but you know what? That pink. Oh. Oh, I just took a sip of my tea and it has gone, like, excitedly warm. Ugh. Oh! I'm sitting here going like, trying to figure out where, fuzzums. Not bosoms, fuzzums. Is saying that, rubbing alcohol, after you bake polymer clay, if you've got little fuzzums, you can take a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol and wipe it over the surface, and as long as the fuzzums, yes, get rid of your bosoms. Oh man, now I can tell I have not had near enough caffeine today. Yeah, no, it is my favorite way of when I'm done with a sculpt, if I look at it and go, ah, son of a bee, I missed a cat hair. I'll take a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol, and as long as it's not like sculpted into the sculpt, which has happened occasionally, rubbing alcohol and it like helps you wipe the surface of a sculpt so that you do not have fuzzums. Yeah, you are not the only one. I'm reading it and I'm like, I am so confused. I try very hard to not naughty words or go adult during the daytime streams. Late at night when the kiddos should be in bed, it's the Wild West, but I try to keep, for the most part, family friendly when I am doing daytime streams. Well, I mean, it's like Ren Fair after dark, honestly. This is cool. I like the open play, but it needs sparkle, sparkle. Take care. Have a good almost weekend. Have a good weekend. Be well, friend. Y'all ought to bring the dudes to Pride this June. They'd have a blast, and there's tons of other kiddos there. Oh, there we go. One thing I don't love about the opal stuff, but the little fluorescent film bits that actually that opalescent look. Trying to keep sculpt smooth. Now it's just situated. Hey, Lucia, how you doing, my dear? I am fighting with opal clay and a ridiculous derpy little friend. Oh, nice. Gosh, the time difference always throws me for a loop. Yeah, you know, it's one of those days that required just some still sculpting, and he is about as nonsense. I had some questions about finishing multiple friends in an hour. And I went from, oh, I'm gonna do some really very little blob based simple sculpts to, nah, I don't wanna. I'm gonna do this instead. Which, cute. About the only thing I am getting, but he cute. Oh, I need. Absolutely no fingernails. Plenty short enough. Convention up your neck of the woods? I'm trying to remember, is that the one you helped staff? When is the con itself? Here for everything to start firing up. Chatting with a friend about Ren Fair. October 4th. Holy crap, it's so nice that they're opening registration like well ahead of time. See, wait. Open reg or killer reg like close to the event. It makes it a little bit tricky to plan. I thought the opal clay was going to be so nice for a horn. Just oop. Sick. Just like Someday I'll get she's good. Friend Brenda did Eurofurence once, and like when she was done with the convention, proceeded around in the Black Forest for a while. She's like, I'm here. Like, cool, don't do any street, follow any people. Oh yeah. Oh, they had an absolute freaking. And they came home, or at least I'm pretty them. Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about Eurofurence. That's a real convincing. As far as outside the US, I've only ever been to Ireland. I feel like it's really silly saying, "Oh, I've only ever been to Ireland." It's freaking but I would like to see. I would very much like to experience other places outside of the US. I have heard that one mentioned as well. Oh my god, you're so stupid. I love you. They're absolutely absurd. Why not? I'm feeling masochistic now. Oh my gosh. Was that an oh my gosh for the dumb little baby? I'm gonna give them derpy little wings, their little paws, and I'm gonna give them scales / spots on their back in this ridiculous eye-searingly neon pink. Sparkly neon pink. I was gonna do purple, but then as I was looking for pink on their tongue, I came across this and I'm like, oh my god, it's so dumb, I love it. So. I am debating very strongly trying to get into our state's Renaissance Fair this fall, and you have to show an example of your tent, garb, and merch, obviously. It's like, I need to do like dumb little friend sculpture. leaves under the big pine tree back. That is just, ugh, like habitat extraordinaire. Of course, as soon as we let the dogs out to go potty, they go running, harassing right for it. Or Hope does. Wilder can't, because he is still strictly on leash going potty. Much to hubby has to bring him vet this afternoon, actually. The injured paw bean. I hope like hell he's healing well. A, because he's going to want to be better. But also B, that bandage needs to come off, man. High energy dog needing taken outside on leash to go potty and not allowed to run. It's just like, oh my god. And I feel bad for him when we give him the medicine to make him sleepy. And he looks so dopey and depressed. He's like, Mom, I'm drunk, dizzy, things spinning. Body. Through the yard. Up. Pray. Bugs get. I don't think I've ever asked, are ticks a thing in Norway? Ugh. Man, if I could snap my fingers, just have one creature on the planet. Oh no. Dealing with potential Lyme, or is it something else? My big fear, man. Like, it doesn't show up on tests. Already that scared the hell out of me. Oh, that's a good. I'm a wuss. I don't do a lot of hiking summer months. Like snow on the ground, sure. Walks where there are paths, sure. Ugh. That's the worst, because you're like, I want to go outside, enjoy the garden, and also... I wish to heck there was, like, the shot for people. Get the dogs vaccinated. There's, beds for them and the cats. Yeah, definitely. Hello.
Hello. So,
No Hopi.
not sure how to go about this.
Okay.
I want to go outside and get some stuff done.
Uh-huh. I'm almost done, and then I will be washing up. Help. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
12 o'clock now.
Yes, there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You said between 1 and 3, and I'm like, how did they go to the future to email me?
So the question is either postpone after I that.
Or we can take care of it now. Well, 1 o'clock. His appointment is like 2:50.
I meant yard.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yard working. You know what? Yeah, why don't we do that? Because it lets me finish this. I can go upstairs. I can shower. I can run. Get things active. Do not leave her in here. She keeps coming over and trying to shove her snoot in everything.
But I just sniff it. I want to edible. Right?
No. She's very sweet. She's just also large. Has a Muppet mouth and no concept of personal space whatsoever. Oh. I was right. Well, kind of. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna bounce. Goofy doggo, big time. Hope is... God, I've sent you pictures, right? She's definitely a pity mix. She's got this Muppet mouth. Totally does. She just comes over and is like, hi, humph. And she's not rough or anything. She just, that is how she sees and examines the world, is with her big old goofy Muppet mouth. Very sweet. But no concept of the fact that she is 65 pounds of brick house. Like, this dog, oh my god. She'll stand up on her back legs to give hubby kisses and just see these freaking thigh muscles that are ridiculous. It's like, whoa, mama never skips leg day. She got some thick thighs, and then she's also got just unbelievable shoulders, brick of muscle, and she doesn't realize her own size. I think she still thinks she's a little puppy. She's 3, that we know of, but she acts like a 1-year-old. Like, she, when we let her out to go potty, she literally sproings. She bunny hops. When we're taking Wilder out, she'll run to the back of the yard, and then she'll do like boing, boing, jumping up behind the pool wall. You see her head just kind of come up in the ears, then she goes down, then she jumps up again. She wants so badly for brother to get to come outside and hang out with her and play, but we have to keep him quiet so his paw can heal. And the two of them, like, oh my freaking god. As soon as they see each other and get together, they're trying to roughhouse and roll all over the place, and we're like, no, don't tear your stitches. And like, I can't put it all on her. He's totally a fucking instigator. He will get right up in her face or be like throwing a paw over her and trying to wrestle with her. Dude, stop. instead of suturing his paw pad, they use the vet glue. Probably just like, but essentially they glued the paw beam back down, little flap, wrapped him, and in theory, have the bandage checked today. He'll be doing well and he'll be healing. If he rips it worse, they're gonna need to flip the piece off and then screw it closed, and that's gonna be longer that he's on the down list. I just, oh my freaking god. Too. At the first 4 years. 5 years? Shit, I think he's 5 now. First 5 years of his life with no sibling, you know, aside from the ones when he was a teeny puppy. Now that he has a sibling / girlfriend, all he wants to do is play with her. So we've got 2 high energy heads who do not seem to understand that no, Thunder has boo, heal, like to not have dollar vet bill a second time. I love our doggos, but sometimes I want to grab them and shake them and be like, stop expensive shit. Yes, I say cautiously. What's funny is he's a herding breed, so he literally will run and run circles around her, and you can tell when she's getting kind of gassed out because he'll slow down to kind of keep current with her. But they do wear each other out to an extent. The problem is they both have really quick recovery time. So consequently, they'll run each other into the ground and be exhausted and panting and, you know, tongues down to their knees. Then they'll come in, have some water, lie down for a little bit, and then be ready to do it again. Oh god, the worst is like right before bedtime. They get pre-bedtime zoomies, and they just want to wrestle and be chaotic. And so, more often than not, it's either hubby is upstairs, in the bed with Wilder and Hope's in her crate, or if they calm down enough, downstairs in the spare room with 2 of them on the bed with him. But like, they can lie down and perfectly fine, very sweet and calm, and then lights out, and they'll start like nipping at each other's ankles and trying to climb on top of each other and trying to climb closer to daddy and just be absolute fucking menaces. Like, oh, it's lights out, it's 11 o'clock, playtime! They're like children, really. It's been interesting. When they get plenty of good runaround time in the backyard, they do tire each other out a decent bit. But he's been on the disabled, like, gotta stay quiet list since Monday, because he injured his paw on Friday. We got through Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm like, he keeps licking it. I don't think this is feeling right. We're gonna vet. And they wrapped him up. So Friday, so not quite a week, and he's making us like, obviously he's feeling better. I don't know how his paw looks because it's been swaddled, but he's obviously feeling his beans, because the first day he was kind of limping around with his paw all bound up. Now he comes barreling down the steps, ready to just kind of crash into her. So yeah, it's interesting. Holy crap. That is amazing. Rolled over on his face and didn't even smush his horn. Yay! Holy crap, that was enough. Not tempt fate. Okay. Guaranteed. Sorry, I'm looking at what time it is. I think I may have to bounce, because if I am going to potentially make a 1 o'clock Zoom meeting with the kids' counselor, I definitely want a chance to shower and run. And I like doing the little ridiculous neon pink scales, but I'm realizing it's going to take more than like 20 minutes to get on there. So I think that is it for the morning. It was fun though, maybe. Like, fun. Not how much it can be just like, yeah, kind of doing a thing. Whatever comes of it, comes of it. Not let myself do that in a while, I think. It's to be a thing. That's what I start doing during streams. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sculpt. I have no idea what I'm gonna sculpt, but I'm gonna sculpt. Just kinda. Or continue the scales on this baby. Alright. So there, we have our ridiculous little corn alicorn bug. I don't... Corgi thing? Corn? I don't know what to call it. It's cute though. Oh. Oink. I will have more work done on your baby today. About finishing up this weekend, so she can go out in the post Monday. Oops. Sparkle. Will obviously be in contact with X and that good stuff. But in the yes, absolutely. I gotta measure her. I have to weigh her physically in a box, but I can't see her being more than like 4 pounds. That's not a weight with her armature and the rest. I will find out this weekend and let you know. Well, take care. Water. And I'll talk to you soon, alright?